So, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We hope you're doing well, and welcome to the first of three events we're hosting during the week of Global Reman Day. My name is Rajiv Ramchandra, and I'm the founder and director of Recreate. I'm very pleased that Recreate is hosting this event today and delighted to bring together a group of talented, inspiring, and committed women from the remanufacturing industry. Women's equality and empowerment is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and vital to inclusive and sustainable development. According to a study by the International Monetary Fund, women and men bring different skills and perspectives to the workplace, including different attitudes to risk and collaboration. Studies have also shown that the financial performance of firms improves with more gender equal corporate boards. The evidence from macroeconomic, sectoral, and firm level data shows that women and men complement each other in the production process, creating an additional benefit from increasing women's employment on growth. In other words, adding more women to the labor force should bring larger economic gains than an equal increase in male workers. However, it's not just about economics. According to the International Labour Organization, the current global labor force participation rate for women is close to 49%. For women, it's about 75%. That's a difference of 26 percentage points, with some regions facing a gap of more than 50 percentage points. The ILO goes on to say that the freedom to work by choice in conditions of dignity, safety, and fairness is integral to human welfare. Guaranteeing that women have access to this right is an important end in itself. I'm in agreement with the UN when it says women's economic empowerment is central to realizing women's rights and gender equality. I'm optimistic that this is only the first of many such events in relation to shining a spotlight on women, especially in the sustainability and circular economy industry, and hopeful that it will lead to tangible outcomes in women's empowerment and gender equality. To take us through the next hour, it is my privilege to introduce Saloni Gupta from Sattva Consulting, who will moderate today's event. Saloni brings over 12 years of hands-on experience in the diversified fields of strategy consulting, training and facilitation, and event management. Her focus has been primarily in the development sector, working with different social businesses, understanding their challenges, providing strategic advisory and implementation support, and building business plans for their growth. She has provided assistance in the real-time launching, strengthening, and scaling of 10 entrepreneurs, most of them women from marginalized households. At Sattva, she is part of the advisory team, where she supports impact-focused corporates in designing, implementing, and monitoring their CSR programs. Saloni, thank you for moderating for us today, and take us away.
Thank you, Rajiv, and it is really my honor to be amidst all of you today. Warm welcome to all panelists and the audience who've joined us across the globe. I hope everyone's keeping safe in these tough times. I think across the globe, we're facing these tough times, but that's when discussions such as these just keep us inspiring. So it's really my privilege and honor to be here today. Women in Remanufacturing is the first panel of the 3-day series that Recreate is organizing. And our goal today is enable all of us to gain an understanding of what remanufacturing is and the footprints by esteemed organizations that our panelists represent. Understand the potential of remanufacturing in enabling the economy's transition to a sustainable and circular status. And lastly, but nevertheless, hear stories of success from the successful women leaders we have on our panel today representing the Reman industry. I think with this fun-filled objective, I'd like to give a quick snapshot of the format to sort of give an idea to what we can expect. We'll first take the initial half to introduce each of the panelists, where the panelists will introduce themselves and also tell a little bit about their background in the industry, especially the companies that they represent. I'll then kick off the conversation asking questions to the panelists that draw out some of the high-level themes and trends that we should be thinking about in the remanufacturing industry. And lastly, the second half of our conversation, we'll open the floor to the audience to ask any specific questions that you may have. Please use the chat window, audience. I would urge you to use the chat window to put in any questions that you may have. Please do let us know of a specific panelist also that you would like the question to be addressed to, and we will take up these questions in the second half. With this warm introduction, I'd like to introduce our first panelist, Vaishali. Vaishali Kulkarni is a mechanical engineer and currently serves as in the role of a chief engineer at New Recon Parts Operations at Cummins in India. She has extensive technical and real-world experience in project and product engineering and has previously served at many global companies, including KSP Pumps, Textron, and many more. In her current role, she and her teams work extensively on how to make remanufacturing a reality, especially in India, and was actually instrumental in setting up a technical research laboratory for Cummins. She is a Six Sigma certified professional and has sponsored numerous projects through her career. Recently, her team's remanufacturing projects have received recognition for business as well as global impact, contributing to not just environmental but sustainability initiatives. Vaishali also serves as an advisor to Recreate. Welcome, Vaishali, and it's really my honor to welcome you to the panel today. Over to you, Vaishali. It'll be great to hear your story and your experience in this industry. Over to you, Vaishali.
Yeah, thanks, Saloni. Just like a system check, I'm audible to all of you?
Yes, Vaishali, you are. Yes.
Yes. So thank you, and thanks for this opportunity, and good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everybody, because I know there may be some global folks who are actually attending this webinar. So everybody actually, staying safe and actually well. I'm just hoping for that. And let's start with my presentation. As Saloni introduced, I am a Vaishali Kulkarni, and I'm serving as engineering leader for new and recon parts business of Cummins India.
Vaishali? Vaishali, we're not able to hear you.
Cummins, like many of you know, Cummins is a global power leader, and we have predominantly 5 segments in which we cater. So we have engine business and that caters to on-highway and off-highway like engines, whereas the power system business unit caters to the power generations and the engine 16 liters and beyond. In component business units, we caters actually the Cummins as well as non-Cummins actually requirements also. And we have Cummins filtrations, after treatment, turbocharger, fuel systems, and control business. While to cater globally all the customers, we have a distribution business, and it is actually spread across the globe, who takes care of all service engineer, servicing and customer care for our actually engine customers. And the new power is the newly added startup business at Cummins, taking care of the latest requirement into the electrification, hydrogen generation, fuel cells kind of, so keeping actually pace with the current customer requirement and the technologies. Cummins is a quite 100-year-old company and quite a, leader into the diesel, natural gas, electric, hybrid and powertrain actually engines. So we are actually, you can see mostly the footprints all along across the globe. Overall, we are having a 50 57K global employees, and cutting across actually all North America, Europe, India, China, Mexico, Brazil. And we built around 1.3 million engines last year. We are having a Cummins certified dealer locations around 9,000 across who are taking care of our customers. And we do constantly actually invest into the research and technologies, and you can see the investment of last year, the 2020. So this is how actually the Cummins so far journey, and new and recon parts are part of that. And the application-wise, I think we are also having quite a good footprint. Actually, we are catering all on-highway as well as off-highway business unit, as well as we are supplying for our engines to marine, mining, then defense, agriculture, rail, locomotives, like all over actually. Just to the now back to the topic of today's, because we normally observe there is some confusion, between like some of the concept on the repair, rebuild, remanufacturing. So I just wanted to actually make some clarity over here. What is repair? What is rebuild? What is remanufacturing? And why we called as a recon. So into the repair, you just actually fix some actually worn out part, or where there is a failure. While into the rebuild, you disassembly and then replace like all the worn out parts and do some repairing. And in remanufacturing, you completely disassemble actually each and every part. You clean it, you inspect it, and you restore actually again all the parts to the factory specifications. And maybe here you can use some salvage recipes also, then replace worn and rejected parts with the genuine actually factory new parts. So that's the big difference between the remanufacturing, rebuild, and repair, because sometimes people interchangeably uses this kind of a definition. So I thought it should be clear like with this today's contest. And Recon is actually Cummins brand name, and it is designated for Cummins genuine remanufacturing factory parts. And so that whenever you see actually the Recon part, it means it's the Cummins remanufactured part. On the value proposition, as we know, this is really contributing to our sustainability as well as actually helping to the customers. You can see a good comparison between the repair, recon, and the new, and how it is actually remanufacturing is towards the new, but having said that, it is giving a really cost benefit actually if we buy the remanufactured part for the saved life. So it gives actually value for money, like there is a reduced downtime because it's a faster turnaround as we are processing on the existing part. It gives a superior quality because we are bringing back the part to the original specifications. And then there are very easy exchange actually exchange criteria for core replacement. So that is actually kind of a hassle-free operations. On the life cycle plan, this is actually related to our Cummins Planet 2050 goal, and which has been a little bit filtered down for the 2030 also. So what should be the life cycle? How we can reduce, reuse, remanufacture, and then recycle. So we operate all of these domains in our remanufacturing plant. We try to actually reduce the waste, reduce the scrap, try to actually optimize our process. We try to reuse actually parts when we inspect actually any part, and if the part has the life for the sale requirement, we reuse actually that. Sometimes we repair that. In the remanufacturing, we offer the salvage recipe and bring back the part to the original specifications, and then the recycling also. Here is the Recon India overview. At India, we have two plants. Our Pithampur plant is totally dedicated to our export business, and our Fulton-based actually plant is totally dedicated to the domestic. Both of this plant is catering to the remanufacturing parts like turbocharger, high horsepower and heavy duty loop pumps, then high horsepower and heavy duty cylinder heads, cam followers, water pumps, actually PT pump, PT injector. So all the engine parts we cater actually through these plants, and we are contributing actually actively, as you can see on the slide, to the sustainability initiatives. And this is just some glimpse of what we do the recon at India, as well as actually the global. The India flags shows that these are the products which are actually remanufactured or at India, and the rest you can see there. These are the global actually parts. So we have range like from all cylinder heads to the charger and till the injector, and newly added the transmission, as well as the now catering to the electrification business also. This is our overall global footprint from Cummins side. So we have actually the reverse logistic center at different part of the world, and at the same time the remanufacturing facilities at India, China, then UK, then Mexico. So this is how the spreads are there, and the river logistics centers are also there, so that this core transaction process will be smooth. And this is our 2050 planet initial aspirational actually I would say the targets towards actually the sustainability goals, and where you can see as we discussed on the plan for every part as per the 2030 goals, that create a circular lifestyle plan for every part to use less, use better, and use again. So this is how we are actually contributing at Cummins from remanufacturing side, and we can talk more during this webinar as we go through. So I will take a pause over here, and then Saloni, you can introduce the next panelist. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vaishali. And it was really great to hear about, first of all, thank you for clarifying what remanufacturing is, and really the potential that Cummins is building, especially in India, to help transform India into a circular economy just by enabling remanufacturing. So I think it was really great to hear. Thank you so much, Vaishali.